Alright, so this is the third time I've recorded this because I keep going into way too much detail. Basically, Rachel has a few overheads. Let me change that. Rachel has a few overheads. 4B. It's extremely slow. It's a fatal counter for a reason. If you get hit by it, you deserve to be hit by it. It's ungodly slow. It's a unist overhead. You get hit by this, it's your fault. Oh my god. J2C, only an overhead at level 1. That's level 2, see how he blocked it. And then level 3, he blocked it again because it's a mid. J2C sucks this version. There's literally no reason to use it. If you see it, it's because a Rachel messed up a J236C or a J214C in a combo. Literally no other reason. You can kind of meme with it with like 8D, because it kind of lingers and stuff. But even then, you'll still get it. Like that was still a mid. That was not an overhead. It's really, really freaking bad. Like, do not use this move, please, for the love of God. Never do like this. By the way, never do that. God, please, never. For a couple of reasons. As you saw, I go over them with that. And, like, you can't get a conversion off of that. Even if you get the hit, who cares? And if they IB it, they build 50 meter. It's ridiculous. So, don't use 60. That's for another video, though. Okay, so what should you do to mix up your opponent, then? Rachel's overhead. So I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to explain what happens. That's Rachel's instant overhead. It is 13 frames. It's ridiculously good. It's unreactable. Don't listen to SKD. He's a freaking liar. In actual fights, this is wow, okay. In actual fights, this is completely unreactable. Like, you cannot react to it. Okay, in theoretically, you can. But that's not what we're going for. The opponent's not going to react to it. They're going to read it. Whenever you block something of Rachel's that's jump cancelable on block, it's a 50-50. So, what's the mix-up? So, off of 5B, you can either go for the instant overhead, or you can go for the low. So, the low is a really good option. Usually, intimidating the opponent with the instant overhead, and then you go for the low when you push them to the corner. And they're like, oh, he's going to do the instant overhead again. And then you go for 2B, and then you kill them, because Rachel's kill combo doesn't work off of her instant overhead, it only works off of 2B, and for some reason everyone's so afraid of this that they think it does like 3 billion damage, when really she only gets like, okay, she gets like 3k off of it in the corner, which is still really good, but anyways. How do you do the instant overhead? So, whenever the opponent blocks something that is jump cancelable, so 5A, both hits by the way, are jump cancelable. 5B or 6B. I did that a little late, but yeah. 6B is a little rare because this one's a poke, and at range, it won't hit. But, anyways, I'm gonna use 5. It's most common off of 5B because 5B you gatling into 2B, and that's gapless. So this you jump forwards. You have to jump forwards. You can't jump straight up. You can't jump backwards, obviously, but you'll for the same reason that you don't really do it off of 6B, you don't really jump straight up because you'll whiff on the opponent a lot. Anyways, but after you jump towards the opponent, you then do J2D, JA, and I personally will kind of gatling it. Like, if you look at my inputs, you won't see this. You'll see this. You can kind of see that I do that. Anyways, after the JA, you can do JAA if they block it, and you can do JAB if they don't block it. The reason you do JAB if they don't block it is very slightly more damage, and converting off of it is much easier. The reason you do JAA if they do block it is something I'll show here. Another thing, off of her instant overhead. And it doesn't work if you do JAB. If they block the JB crouching, because JB is no longer an overhead. So that's what it looks like if you do JB, if they block the JB crouching. And this, oops, oh my gosh. That's what it looks like if they block it, standing, because I did 2 JAs there. That's called a fuzzy overhead. So it's a fuzzy, just, if you want to know what a fuzzy is, look it up. Basically, the game treats them as if they're crouching when they're standing. Kind of confusing game stuff, but whatever. It's really good. It leads to like literally no damage. People burst it, and I'm like, please never burst Rachel's Fuzzy unless it's going to kill you. It does literally like 1k and leads to like 3 down with George Oki. It's like gross, awful, bad. You get a little bit of damage, bad Oki, and like, okay. Anyways, yeah, so the basic Rachel's mix-up. Off of 5B, you can go to 2B, and you do, you know, instant overhead, and this is how you set it up, by the way. You set it to crouching, everything, and then block switching disabled if you're doing combos. By the way, the conversion off of the instant overhead is a microdash 5B, and then 6A, A, B, C, and then, well, I kind of hesitated because I was between routes there. This is the easy route. A, B, C, 6A. Oh my goodness, I'm rusty as heck. A, B, C. I did the 6C or the JC way too late. Like that. I'm bad at talking and playing, so that looks like it's microdash 5B, 6A, and then you delay the JA, B, and then JC. Sometimes you delay the JC. It's up to you. You can delay the JA, you can delay the JC. It's preference. I delay the JA myself. Sometimes I'll delay the JC a little bit as well. The timing is a little different from character to character, but it's pretty lenient. Anyways, that timing is a little different from character to character, but it's pretty lenient. Anyways, that's Rachel's instant overhead. It's really good. Use it.